Today's show is a best of 2018 show for ENCORE Week for the 10-Minute Teacher and is sponsored by STL and ATL at Woodward Academy in Atlanta, July 26th and 27th, 2018, where I and other education leaders will be speaking. Stay tuned at the end of the show to learn more about this affordable world-class conference this summer in Atlanta. Today's Wonderful Classroom Wednesday 278 is the most popular Wonderful Classroom Wednesday of 2018 so far, virtual mentorship for emerging leaders.
The 10-Minute Teacher Podcast with Vicki Davis. Every weekday, you'll learn powerful, practical ways to be a more remarkable teacher today.
Mentorship. It can be so hard to find a mentor or even to be a mentor. Now, some schools have official mentor programs, but our guest today, Jodie Pierpoint, an educator from Ohio, has a virtual mentorship program that she's working with, and she blogs and talks all about mentorship. So, Jodie, tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Thank you, Vicki. I'm very excited to be here talking about this program. I started this program in the summer of 2017, and it started just as a whim. I have had such wonderful mentors in my life. As I started, I'm an aspiring school leader, and I've had wonderful mentors. As I'm looking for jobs, I said there had to be more people like me that were also struggling to look for that perfect admin position, and what could I do to help other people? So what I did is I tweeted things out. I started blogging about it, said, who's like me? Who needs somebody to be on their side to help them look for some admin type positions? So I was very humbled. Over 20 people responded to me, and I was looking for maybe 4 or 5 people. 20 aspiring people just like myself responded to me, and I'm like, oh, now I have to find mentors. So then I blogged again, and I found another 20 people from around the United States, and I've set up this virtual mentorship program where aspiring school leaders are set up with current school leaders, K-12, and we have webinars, and we have one-on-one. They're paired with whatever they are interested in going into, so whether it's elementary or district leadership or high school leadership, and they have these organic one-on-one conversations outside of their brick and mortar buildings, or outside their own. Maybe they have mentorship within their own schools, but now they have these organic one-to-one personalized mentorships with mentors outside that they're having some great conversations with.
How long has this been going?
We started in August of this year, so August of 2017, and my hope is to go with this cohort of people until about May or June, and then if it takes off, we'll get another cohort of people for next year.
What are the results you're seeing so far? What are people saying about this mentoring relationship that's emerged?
So what's really exciting is we're doing webinars about twice a month. We have 16 topics that we're talking about, and people outside of this cohort are joining the webinars. So I'm getting positive feedback from not only the people in the cohort, but people outside the cohort too. So people are joining, they're responding, they're getting the information our mentors are sharing, and they're just adding so much value to and resources that people not only that are aspiring leaders are looking for, but people in the job hunt. We've just recently had a webinar on relationships and why relationships in schools are so important, and anybody could have joined that, and a lot of positive feedback came from these webinars.
These aspiring leaders, are all 20 of them are looking for jobs? Is that basically it? Are they all finding jobs, or how's that going?
I think right now, most of the cohort will be looking for jobs here starting in January. They're aspiring now, so the hope would be to find them jobs, or maybe they're happy in their classrooms now, being a teacher. But all of them are either obtaining or will be looking for leadership jobs this spring.
You are passionate about mentoring. Why? It's not just about the job search, is it?
No, it's not. I have had wonderful mentors in my life, but I'm also a mentor. So it's not just me finding somebody to mentor me, I think it's also important to give back as well, because no matter what stage we are in our careers, I think it's important to share those experiences and help grow somebody else. So although I'm an aspiring school leader and I need that guidance from somebody else, it's important for me to give back as an educator for 17 years, to share what I know about special education and about teaching. So although I'm being mentored, I'm also mentoring other people. I have somebody that I'm mentoring right now that is a special education teacher. This is her 4th year teaching. So it's all about that relationships that you form and how you can help each other out. It's a wonderful feeling to be able to talk and share experiences and grow and introduce people to each other. And we're in a situation now that we can jump on social media and share and grow with each other. And that's really my goal, is to be able to connect people.
All of this is just free and organic, and this is like your hobby.
It's all happening outside of school, outside of my typical workday. So my typical workday, I'm a special education teacher. I'm teaching. I come home and I'm planning this. All my mentors are doing this totally on their own and on their free time. And of course, all my mentees, the aspiring leaders, have just volunteered to do this too, because they want to learn and they want to grow.
Oh, it's so exciting. And what have you learned through this process?
I think the most important thing that I've learned is that there are so many people that want to give back and to help the next generation. And I think that is what's been so inspiring for me. I keep saying it. I can give a shout out to so many people right now. I'm part of a blogging tribe, the Compelled Tribe. They've done so much for me. And when you reach out to people and then they say, I'll help you, what do you need? That's huge. And then when you think that this is all about, that they're willing to grow. It's that we're no longer in this stagnant area that people say, you go to school, you get your license and you move on. Mentorship is about helping other people. And I've really found that people are embracing that. They just love helping other people. And that's what inspires me. And that's what encourages me. And it motivates me to keep going. And it just makes my heart happy.
Have you ever seen a mistake in a mentorship relationship maybe that doesn't work out? What is the most common mistake or problem that causes things to not work out?
I think sometimes you have that. If you don't have a good pairing with each other, that definitely could happen. I think in one of my pairings right now, not a strong pairing. So I think you have to be able, as the mentee, to realize that it's your job to learn from your mentee. But I think the mentor also, this is a learning experience for them as well. So the mentor necessarily, they have to embrace that they're going to learn as well. So I think that's the biggest thing, is both have to embrace the process. And if both people aren't embracing the process and the experience, the relationship, that's where things start falling apart. It's not a leadership, I'm the one with the experience, you listen to me. It's this organic partnership of learning together.
So about how much time a week does it take when you have a successful pairing?
I think it's not about time. I think it's just that you consistently know that you have that person that you can reach out, you can text, you can Vox, you can Skype, you can Google Hangout, you can write a letter. Some of my mentors, I'm maybe in contact with them once or twice a week, because I know if I have a quick question, I can send them a quick question and they'll answer me right away. So I think if you find that person that you have a good relationship with, it's not necessarily someone that you sit down with and have a 30-minute conversation with. It's I trust you. What's your opinion on this? Okay. And you have that. What's neat about this program that I've kind of made is that it's all virtual. These people might not ever see face-to-face their mentors, but they have that connection. They have that time that they can sit down and ask true questions where they might not be able to do, if you're hooked up with a mentor within your building, you might not be able to ask as freely as questions as you might have. So
We've given us another way to build our PLN, virtual mentoring. And this is a great example of virtual mentoring for emerging leaders, just something that people are doing on the side to help. It's organic. I guess you could say viral in some ways, and that it's just pretty much word of mouth. Check the show notes if you're interested in this particular program or finding out more from Jodie about how you can start your own. I think that in today's modern era, we need to find creative ways to connect and learn from one another. This summer, July 26th and 27th, I will be speaking with other amazing educators like Susie Boss, Janet Zanita, and many more in Atlanta at Woodward Academy's STL and ATL conference. Priced at $295, this all-inclusive event, of course, except for hotel and travel, is an incredible opportunity to engage and learn. But sign up now at stlinatl.com and join me in Atlanta this summer. Space is limited, so you'll want to go ahead and sign up. So I'll be speaking at ISTE in Akron, Ohio, and this conference in Atlanta this summer. So I hope we can connect.
Thank you for listening to the 10-Minute Teacher Podcast. You can download the show notes and see the archive at coolcatteacher.com/podcast. Never stop learning.